If you've ever set out to learn a new skill, then you know how hard it can be to stay motivated. It's always difficult to know if the things you're struggling with are normal or if you are just not cut out for this and should just give up. If you've tried learning a new skill in the past or are currently in the process of doing so, let me share some advice and encouragement with you. These are the top 10 things I say to all my beginner horn students every year. It's going to get hard and you have to push through. You will never know the satisfaction of having persevered and come out successful if you give up at the first sign of difficulty. And there will be difficulty. Trust me, it's worth sticking with it. You are going to sound bad at first, and that's normal. Everybody sounds bad as a beginner. There is no way around it, and that's probably a good thing. We all need to start from humble beginnings so that we can stay humble as we grow. Play for people. Get used to being uncomfortable, embarrassed, pukey, etc. Performing is like any other skill. You will not get better at it if you don't practice doing it a lot. Play for your music teachers, play for your family, play for your friends, play for anyone who will listen. Most of the time, they really enjoy the free shows, so don't be scared. They want you to do well and will often be way more supportive than you think. I can tell when you haven't practiced. You will be able to tell the difference as well. You cannot cram for music. It just doesn't work. It is much better to practice 15 minutes for 5 or 6 days a week than to practice 1 hour, 1 day a week. In the same way, whatever the skill you're trying to learn, be diligent to practice regularly. Have a routine and have your materials on hand. Print out some exercises to do as a daily warm-up or cool-down, and choose your meat and potatoes beforehand so you're ready to go when you sit down. Routine helps us form habits and stick to them. If you have to reset your space or your routine every time, you will most likely feel unmotivated and you won't be as productive as you want to be. Don't be so hard on yourself. Give yourself some grace. If you're doing poorly, your teacher will say something. Don't punish yourself where there's no need. Again, we all start from zero, so give yourself time to grow. Perfectionism is the devil, so stop it. You are going to make mistakes. Accept that, make the mistakes, then learn from them, and move on with your life. One of the worst things you can do when you're learning anything new is to expect perfection from yourself. It usually ends with an all or nothing mentality. Either you get it perfect or you don't try at all, because that's better than failing. I'm super guilty of this one. You will never find time to practice. You have to make time. Don't wait to practice till you feel like doing it. I'm guilty of this one too. Music is a skill and an art and a discipline all rolled into one. You have to be intentional. You will not simply stumble upon an extra hour or so in your day that just happens to be free for practice. Take it one bit at a time. How do you eat a mountain? One bite at a time. Sometimes it's overwhelming when you get a new piece of music or you're learning 2 octave scales for the first time. Slow down. Take a deep breath and start small. Make a practice of noting all of the things you accomplished in your practice session. Keep a log. Then you can combat those sneaky liar thoughts that tell you that your practice today was a big, fat waste of time. Find a good teacher and/or role model. Always remember that there are many people who have learned this skill before, and some who have perfected it, so don't reinvent the wheel. French horn in particular is super frustrating to learn on your own, as are most instruments. So find someone who is better than you and knows more than you do and steal all of their knowledge. Everything. Even if you're not a horn player or a musician, I hope you found these words to be encouraging and that they maybe helped you let go of some of your unreasonable, perfectionistic expectations of yourself. Hang in there, keep practicing, and ask for help if you need it. To throw an apt cliche at you, these things are meant to be marathons, not sprints. And hey, if you're a horn player, drop by my website sometime and sign up for a free lesson. I'd love to help you out and cheer you on as you work to become better and better. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.